Hello there. So I just wanted to now continue um, the lesson from yesterday. I know we talked a lot about area and just counting squares. It was sort of an introduction to the topic. And remember, area is the amount of space that takes up within side of the object. So now the next step is when you're being asked questions of area to find the area of a shape. There's a formula involved, and that formula is very simple. It's just length times width, okay? And just so I don't have to keep writing it out, and you'll see more of this type of thing on assignments that you're given. You'll just see L times W, and it just stands for length and width. And remember, the length is the long side of the object, okay? And the width is usually the shorter side of the object. All right, so just a couple examples, and this will be a really quick video because I think you guys will be able to do this with no problem. So if, for example, this was 8 feet long and 3 feet wide, okay, the width and the length. In order to solve this, all I have to do, the only thing you have to do is multiply. You're just going to multiply the two numbers. So 8 times 3 equals 8, 16, 24. Okay, now here's where the thing gets tricky. You always need to put your unit of measure in. For this one, it's feet. And then it's squared, a little 2 next to it, okay? Now, when you do it on the assignment, sort of like how I was doing it yesterday in my video, on the computer, it's hard to put the small 2. Just write the number 2 next to your unit of measure, okay? So that way I know that you're supposed to put that 2 there. It just stands for squared feet, okay? Squared units. So always make sure you put the little 2, but again, on the computer, it's hard to, I don't even know how to put the little 2 on there. So just write the number 2 next to it like I did yesterday. All right? And then let's just check out one more example. If this was, say, 5 inches wide and 10 inches long, okay, I'm going to use my formula of length times width. So I'm going to do 5 times 10, okay, and that would equal 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it would be 50 inches squared. Okay, you have to make sure you put your number 2, the squared, after the unit of measure, because if you don't, your answer would be marked wrong on a test, okay? You need to have the squared number showing, okay? And that's really it. So you're going to have an assignment today where it's going to have 9 problems that give you the length and the width, and you just need to multiply the numbers and get your answer. I do encourage you to multiply on your own, using your fingers to help, using a strategy like the dot method that we've done with some of you in the school, instead of just going right to the calculator. If you have to use a calculator for a number you maybe don't know that well, fine. But like if it's an example that's using a 5 times tables, the 10s, 3s, 2s, and 4s, you guys can count by that. So I really, really want you to challenge yourself. I want you to count by those numbers. If it's very high numbers that you don't know how to count by, I understand if you're using the calculator. But otherwise, try to use some other method or just count by the smaller numbers. Like I said, 2, 3s, 4s, 5s. The 10s you guys know really well by heart. So try to do that if you can, okay? If you have any questions, reach out to us. But I think you guys are going to do really well on this. And then next week, it's going to maybe get a little bit more challenging, but we'll see how it goes, okay? Take care. You guys have a good one. And let me know if you have any questions.